Good morning and welcome back to The Infected. This is episode 37 and we are looking at day 132 and it's about 3:30 p.m. and I have a lot that I want to do. In particular, I am very excited about being able to get the Master Crafter perk. Now, if I remember correctly, and I'm sure I do, it's 25,000 coin and I'm sitting at 21,000. I've done the math and let me show you where I'm at with this. I've done the math, and right now I don't have a ton of cement. I guess I've got more than I thought, actually. Yeah, so when I empty all of this stuff, I should be able to have this close to being full. So hopefully pretty soon, or let me try this end. So pretty soon I'll be able to have this 100% full, which means I'll pull the truck over and I'll start loading up. Anyway, I'm really hoping that by the end of this video, I will be able to get the Master Crafter perk. I'm recording this on Tuesday, and I have just today to be able to do everything I need to do in this episode. So if I don't get it done today, then it's just not going to happen. Now I am looking for that. I have been neglecting to do this for a while. Since I got the gator skins a couple of episodes ago and I got some wool, I meant to come here and finish up the room. Oh wow, that didn't actually change that much. I mean, I can see it darkened up a little bit and it's completed, but yeah, that's it. But the big thing I really wanted to work on was this couch. I like the couch. Oh, and the other thing I discovered is that you can sit on this couch. I had been doing some testing and it turns out you can sit on just about any of the furniture. So I remember when the dev first introduced that, a lot of this stuff you couldn't sit in before. Oh yeah, I already sat in that one. So that's kind of a nice thing that he lets you be able to do that. You know what I didn't try was sitting on, oh yeah. So if you sit on one side, oh no, it looks like it's the same. You're just kind of sitting in the middle. I was wondering if you sat on that side and that side, it would look a little differently. Anyway, that's what it looks like. At some point, I need to come in here and put in the lights right there and right there. And if I ever get any more wool, I'll make this guy. But I need to do a little bit more before I can finish up this room. And I have to run power in here. Although, fortunately, there is a control panel right there. So I might just run the power up and over and down that way. But I haven't done it yet because there have been so many other things that I want to get done. Now, besides making enough cement to get the Master Crafter perk, the other thing that I really want to do is install the elevator. Now, I have been debating where to do it, and I asked you guys and got some feedback on it, where to install it. I considered putting it over there just because I don't really like that that path. It's a bit inconsistent, but there's not a straight enough section where I could do it. And I'd end up making an elevator, then stepping over and making another elevator, or making an elevator and then coming up the rest of the way the stairs. I didn't like it. I thought about making an elevator over there just so that I could go up on top of those mountains. And I may make some stairs, or I may make an elevator to do it. But I don't think that's what I have. I have not settled on doing that. I also considered some time ago making an elevator way in the back in my original starting area for this episode, which is back that direction, and just decided that, again, maybe someday I'll do that, but not right now. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put the elevator in this building and I'm going to take out the stairs. Now, as somebody pointed out to me, and I completely agree with them, the stairs are faster, but the elevator is safer. And as I am so tired of breaking my leg going up and down these stairs, I am going to go ahead and do this. Now, unfortunately, what I've done, unfortunately, I have to put this on pause to show you, is I created a spreadsheet for this with all of the materials I need, depending on how many floors we've got. Now, I counted the number of windows, and I've got 7 windows, which means I'm going to have to make 7 frames. So I am going to need a lot of materials for this. The one thing that I think I'm really short on is steel ingots. I've got, let me go back in here. I needed 120 steel ingots. I have got, I think, 20 in here. Whatever the capacity of that is, I think it's 20. And then I've got this. So this holds 20, 40, 60, 80. So I've got 100. So I am short on some iron ingots. And I've got plenty of iron ingots. What I don't have is a ton of lead. Now, fortunately, of course, I live right next to a cave, so it shouldn't be a problem. And you can see I've got some in there, but I just haven't finished it yet. So I really want to get started on the elevator. At some point, I'll go and dig the rest of that, or mine the rest of that. Now, this is the location I've decided to put it, in this corner. You can see I scooted everything down so it would fit in there. And if you look right here, I moved my chest where I kept all of my bandages and splints from when I broke my leg. So I'm going to tear this out right here. And I'm going to start working my way up that direction. Oh, I forgot about that floor. Huh. How could I have done that? That means I need to relocate these guys. We'll put it over here for right now. If I come up with a better spot, I'll take care of it. Okay, I have dropped off all of my bricks and relocated the pallets. That's what it's called, pallet, right? Oh, drying crate. Okay, brick drying crate. I thought it was called a pallet for some reason. I am not jumping down that far because I don't know if I'll take damage. I am going to move this down and just get it out of the way. Sorry, Mike. And sorry, Mike, again. There we go. All right, let's drop it in here. Oh, where is it? I didn't think to look ahead of time. Okay, so this is the elevator frame, and I'm going to need to put that in first. Does it make sense to put it this direction? I think so, because even though I can't access it from the back, I think everywhere I go up, I'll need to access it from this direction. I could do it this way, but I don't see... Is there an advantage to doing it this way? I guess I didn't think this through ahead of time. Sorry about that. You know, I think what it really comes down to is I like it this way better, only because when we get to the very top up there, I want to be able to have this epic view where you come out and you've got that huge vista right there. That's what I'd really like. So, all right, let's start getting everything I need for the frame. I need screws and I need steel ingots. I don't think I made a bunch of screws. Actually, let me grab... Well, no. I was going to say I got all of the mechanical and electrical parts ready, but I don't want to load up on that, and I don't have that many screws. Fortunately, what I do have is absolutely tons of copper. There we go. Let's drop that one plank off, because I got it from when I destroyed the floor. And let's grab as much steel as we can. You know, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have made so many screws because it's limiting the amount of steel that I can carry. Potentially. Oh, yeah, maybe not a ton, actually. Yeah, that's all right. There we go. I'm excited to get this done. This will be fun. There we go. All right, now let's drop the elevator in. Elevator. Okay. Lots of screws. I can't believe I got all the steel. Nice. So let me get the mechanical and electric parts. It's 10 and 20. Oops, that's the wrong way. It's right there. It's 10 of you and 20 of you. And then should I grab more steel while I'm here? I think I will. Load up and carry as much as I possibly can. Okay, that's it. Hey, frog. There we go. Nice. Our new elevator with 0 floors that we can go up. So let's go up here. Oh, no, let's do it right here. Because yeah. I should be able to build on top of that. What I was thinking is that I would come up and build down, and I guess there's no value in that. I'm glad it auto snaps the correct direction, as you would think it should. Now let's go up and drop it in. That's going to be really nice not to have to make that weird jump anymore. Oh, let's move you out of the way. For right now, let's rotate you around the other direction. Is that correct? Nope. Just going to get you out of the way, and that'll be okay. All right, let's put in the next frame. Okay. I'm out of screws already, and I'm almost out of steel. All right, I have grabbed a bunch more screws and almost all of my steel. I killed 2 frogs. I have 50 screws, and I've got this steel left. So let me drop this down, and I'm going to have to go back one more time to get screws and the remaining parts of my frame. I'm sorry, the remaining steel that I have, but I should have enough to do this. And now if I can just get up here. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Oh, I guess I didn't have to, actually. The problem is this is going to be blocked until I get enough steel to be able to... There we go. To get all the way up. So, on a side note, I have to come... Well, let me drop this off and I'll show you what I mean. I need to get the screws and the rest of the steel. There we go. So this floor right here, there we go, is basically 2 walls up. I thought I'm going to tear this down and I'm going to continue this right here and I'm just going to make another floor. Now, I don't have anything in mind to put there, but it just seems like I've got this big old building and I don't need these stairs now because I'll have the elevator. So why not build something right there? So I'm going to make that section right there into a floor, and I'll of course keep that floor right there. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to think about what to do with that transition up there, but I'm probably going to just delete that floor right there. I don't know. Let me go up so you can see it a little bit better. I've got that transition step right here. I'm just probably going to delete that. I don't know. Anyway, I have to think about it, but I like the idea of making at least one more, and maybe I can make 2 more stores here, but I need to figure out what to do with them. Like, I guess I could make it more storage, or I can move my cement mixers up there, because once I've finished making all the cement that I need for my Master Crafter perk, I don't really need it anymore. Oh, or I could move my batteries over there. Oh, I got a lot of ideas. Lots and lots of possibilities. Let's come up here. Oops, that is not where the steel is. This is the last of my steel. Okay. And then I'm going to make probably 100 screws. That should be all that I have. Yeah. Because I'll be able to put the screws in the next level, but I won't have enough steel to finish it, I don't think. Not this, well, I'll show you what I mean. It's almost always easier to show than to talk. There we go. All right, next level up. Hopefully I won't have a problem getting to this. Okay, can I reach it? Nope. Maybe I can reach it if I go up this direction. I think the last season when I built this, I think what I ended up doing was just taking the elevator up to the floor below it and reaching around and building it. Can I do this without breaking my leg? Nope. Nope. Okay, so let's try and go down and take the elevator. And let's try not to die. And see if we can put... We confirm, yeah, that it didn't go in. Okay, let's go up to the top floor. That I can reach. Why is it not? Oh. Yeah, I'm really glad that I caught that on camera. All right, let's see if we can get this. Okay, so I got all the screws in. I am missing 5 ingots. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. Oh, look at this. I'm excited. Let's go all the way down. I'm going to work off camera. I'm going to... Sorry, 1. I don't know why I was hitting the stop button. I'm going to work off camera to get the rest of the steel, but I'm also going to start working on the base defenses a bit. Shoot, you know what? I really should be up here to show you. I remember that from the previous season, too. There we go. Let's try it this way. Probably not the best choice. Sorry if that gives you a seizure. All right, I'm just going to make a cut here, and I'll show you when I get to where I'm at. Okay, that took me a while to get up the stairs, but I need to work on my defenses right there. I believe what I did is I took out one of the panels over there, but I can't really see well enough with all of the rain. But basically, I need to put some defenses around there. I don't like how unsightly it looks. I think it looks cool. It looks better without it, but this is a zombie apocalyptic game, so, you know, base defenses are part of it. That's the base defenses I've got right there, which seem to work phenomenally well because the Vambies run this direction and they run up here and they've run into that, but they've broken out several spikes, so I'm going to have to make a bunch of those. I'll show you what I've done. I don't think I'm going to do that on camera just because making spikes isn't terribly exciting. I don't know what I'm going to do over there. At least temporarily, though, I'm going to have to put some spikes around it just to protect it. Okay, so I have a problem, and I think I might die. I just got the attack going, and I went to look, and I turned around and I fell, and I just broke my leg. So now I don't have the ability to go fast, and I don't know if I've got enough defenses to protect me from all of this, because this is going to be one of the bigger hordes, and I'm trying to get out of the way. Is that it? Okay. I guess I'm okay. Ow. You know, I'm sure that hurts doing that with a broken leg. And unfortunately, I don't have a splint real close. I'm going to have to come out here and pick up some sticks to be able to do it. The music is still playing. I don't hear anything else, though. Let me go back to my spear. I need to cut down a tree to get some plant fiber. Is the closest plant fiber I have is way down in the chest below. That should be enough. Oh, that's right. I forgot I moved my, I had a chest down, or a workstation, a work table down here. Whatever that thing is called. Right now, I don't care enough to... Yeah, I think I'm okay. The music has stopped. There's no more zombies coming. I just got to walk myself to a workbench, which isn't terribly far, and get healed up and then go to bed for the night. But it does mean working on these are getting ready. I mean, they've just moved up in priority. It'll be a bit before I get another attack, but that could have gone absolutely horrible. Had my spikes broken and one guy came up and attacked me. I couldn't have run away. I couldn't have done anything with this broken leg. So it's the next day. I have slept the night and my leg is obviously healed up, and these pigs are coming out in force. I'm going to see if I can get this guy to chase me before I kill him, so that I don't have to... Oh, you can't get up there? Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I know. Kind of rude on my part, but I'm going to actually need to find a better place to, or I'm going to have to butcher them both. I got a pig right out there, right after the zombie attack, put it up there, then was getting ready to go downstairs to get my steel that I had made, and this guy came up, and with my serious shortage on livers, I decided I would grab him. Now, I'm going to hope that he doesn't despawn. I don't think it's going to take very long, but I don't have a cart up here. I want to finish what I was doing, and I don't want to interrupt that, so I'm just going to drop this guy right here. Worst case, save the game if I have to go back. Oh no, because when I grab him, when I relog in, he will have despawned, so that won't do any good. I was thinking that if I, you know, finish what I was working on, and then... Do I want to tear this out? Sorry, off track, but yeah, I do. Anyway, you get the gist of what I was thinking. Wow. Gotta be careful when I come around there if I don't finish this. Yeah, I definitely want to add another floor in here. All right, so I need to finish this guy, and I think he just needs 5 more. I can't get close enough to tell for sure. 5 more steel, and then I'll need... Ooh... 30 more after that. So I should need 40 more steel and be good to go. If I've just, you know, done that in my head correctly, and if I remember everything correctly, please don't let me break my leg again. But I think I've got enough steel to do it. Just enough, but enough. So this should be, I forget what is this. This is 20, right? Yeah. Oh, I've got all this stuff to drop off. I gotta drop this off. Okay, all the stuff is put away, and my inventory is super full. You can see I made a lot of screws, and of course I've got as much steel as I can possibly carry. I don't remember how many, or I didn't count how many I had back in the forge, but I've got some. I've gotten better at that jump. Now let's see if I can get close enough to put this in. Otherwise I'll try and come in from a top. Yeah, I think it's going to be easier to reach it from up here, which will be fine because I'll need that for the next level. Oh no, I can't reach that. Nope. Is that gonna cause me to break my leg? Possibly. Is it worth the risk? Nope. There we go. All right. Let's call this. And let's go to the top. Whoops. Let me turn my light off. My light's creating this horrible glare. My light is creating this horrible glare. You know, the cool thing is with this elevator now, I can put my windows in and won't have any trouble reaching them. At least on this side. I'm not going to put an elevator over there. I'll have to figure that out. All right, let's see. How close to the ground, the edge am I? There we go. There we go. All right, let's go up to the next floor. And actually, I think I'm going to do this from above. I don't think that there's any reason for me to be up that high or to fight with trying to reach around or off the edge and get in there. It's easier just to do that from above. I think that makes sense. All right. F4 frame. Okay. Now I just need one more, but I don't think I've got all the materials for it. Okay. Okay, yeah, I just need 3 more steel, and I'm golden. There, made it. Boom. I'm going to call this down and take the elevator up when I get back. What time is it now? Almost 9 a.m. I am not going to grab all of that. Just going to grab the 3 that I need. And then we can take the elevator to the very top. The one thing I liked about my elevator location last time was it had a much more scenic view up. Oh, crud. I thought I could reach the top from here. Oh well, so I need 4. The nice thing about this being done is there won't be, I don't have to mess with it. I mean, this will be so much easier once I get the elevator done. Then I'm going to tear out all of this. Actually, next I'm going to work on my base defenses. Then I'm going to tear all of that out. Fantastic. All right. Should I build a wall around here? I think I do. I don't... Yeah, I think I will. Glass or wood? Because that's glass on that side. And I like the half wall here. I think that looks kind of cool. I don't want to put a full wall right here. And of course, I want this to be empty. And a glass wall half there. Or half glass wall is good there. I think I'm just going to put a wood wall right here. Wall. Wood. Let's drop that. I don't have any planks, but I've got some planks over here, fortunately. By the way, my cat's up here rubbing it. Oops, I don't mean to do that. Up here rubbing up against my hand, so if you hear her, I apologize. I've pushed her away, but she keeps looking at me like, stop, you need to give me attention. You know how cats are. There we go. It looks good. Oh, I'm excited. All right, let's go down to the let's go down to the ground floor, because before I start working on my base defenses again, I want to check to see how much cement I've got. Or I want to show you. I know how much I've got because I just checked it before I started recording. Oh, and I need to update these things so that I can have them at different ground level or different levels, so it'll only stop it. The buttons will only show. Hey, Mike, what do you think? Look at the new elevator. Kind of cool. Oh, I know you're hungry, man, but gee, because he wasn't interested. You know what? Maybe I'll put... Can I put walls right there? I don't know. I kind of like the bare look. I'll think about it. Anyway, I want to update it. You can update it here to get rid of the buttons you don't want and only use the floors that you're going to need. Okay, let me out. There we go. But I'm going to do that later because I'm going to build up the rest of these floors before I do that. And then pretty soon I will be able to start tearing out these stairs. As a matter of fact, I could do it now, but like I said, I want to work on something else. These are mostly... Oh, I guess I filled up some. So they've got about half a row because they're all about the same. This is where I'm at with the cement. Everything over here is completely full. This is almost full, and I don't think this has got anything. So I have enough to fill this crate, but not this one. When I do, and these are completely filled, then I'll pull the truck over, and this will a little bit more than half fill the truck. By the end of this episode, I need to have this completely filled once, and then completely filled or very close to completely filled a second time, or I need to find something else to sell. But cement's been my big winner so far. So I'm excited about that. I just really, really hope that I have enough time to do that. I also, before I start working on my defenses, should probably check all of my clay extractors. Now that I'll be done with making all this crazy amount of cement, I might delete some of these clay extractors. Anyway, let me get what I need. I'm going to get what I need to start working on the base defenses, and I will catch you in just a bit. So I ran up there to get the hog before I forgot, and this guy comes running out of the room. Now, oh, don't run away! Don't run away! Don't run away! You're gonna be he'll die soon. I'll catch him in a second. Anyway, I know I got to start working on my base defenses, but I wanted to show you that I came up here to... Whoa, that was weird. I came up here to cut up my hog, and he despawned. So either that... I can't want to call him Trash Panda, but I can't think of it as the raccoon. Must have either grabbed him, and I don't know if they can grab the entire carcass, or it just despawned. Just having a little breakfast. I think I'm going to take that with me, and I will show you where I'm at. Oh, it's raining, darn it. I finished this last night, but it was too dark, and I didn't want to just use my lamp. I have completely loaded this area down with spike traps. I didn't want to put up walls, although I thought about it. I thought about creating a wall that would come from here and go just straight out. When it came down to it, my concern was that I was afraid the zombies would see the wall as an obstacle and just go around it. Where it's the spike traps, they don't. They just run into it. I have my handy dandy upgrade hammer on me, so let's grab as much. Actually, let's just grab it all and get going. I should have probably started from the outside, but I'm slow and I'm not going to do that. I'll just head that direction, because I don't want them to come while I'm still upgrading. Like if they decided to come right now, I want all these outer ones particularly upgraded. Okay. Yeah, we still got a good chunk left, and we're still quite a bit overweight. There we go. Starting to look good. Whoa. All of a sudden I had a burst of speed. Okay. There we go. You know what makes me wonder? Does it count where the cursor or where the dot is at the beginning of the stroke or the end? So if I hit here, then I move off, it upgrades it. What if I'm looking that direction and oh, yeah, so it's wherever it is when you start. I would have thought it would have been wherever it was when you ended. I don't know. Wow, so I got quite a few left. I mean, I got quite a few fragments left, because I know I still have a bunch. Oh, wow, I went exactly the right amount. So I've just got this in here, so it isn't as many as I thought. But let me pull it out. There we go. But yeah, that's a good amount. I mean, that's good protection. It'll take them a while to work their way through all of that. So I feel reasonably safe. Now, let's go down and check our cement. When we're done with that, though, I'm going to come over here and spend some time. I've got an idea started. At least it's something to do that isn't just more spikes. It's a little bit different. We're going to kind of try it out and see how it goes. I don't know. I'm not 100% decided. Now, I have been slowly working, I'll show you down here, slowly working my way at removing the stairs, because I keep forgetting about the elevator. Yeah, actually, I bet I can drop this and won't get hurt. There we go. Anyway, I started building this floor in place as I've been deleting stuff. Actually, let's delete you and I'll show you. As I just delete stuff, I just end up dumping it in here so that I can build this without having to run and get a bunch of resources. Yeah, there, that works. I had to do this because I kept running down the stairs. I would come down here, then have to jump around because I forgot about it. So I've got to train myself to use the elevator and not use the stairs. It's kind of funny. It's weird seeing it go because it took me such a long time to get those stairs built. And then now they're just completely gone. I mean, I guess it's true. It takes a lot less time to destroy something than it does to create it. Okay, so that's getting close to being ready. I'm going to just dump this one plank out here because I don't want it on my inventory. I'll pick it up later. Let's start loading up and see where we're at. I think that's actually going to be enough to completely... Why did I start at that end? That was dumb. I think this is going to be completely full, and then if it is, that means it's time to get the truck and we'll start loading all the supplies over there. Yeah, definitely full. Come on. There, good. All right. Yeah, it's full. So all of those are full. So let me pull the truck over so that we can start loading up. There we go. You know, even though I'm glad we just built the elevator, I kept thinking I'm a little sad that I didn't, you know, wait on buying that tech, because then I would have had this done a little bit faster. Like I might be almost ready to go buy the advanced mixer, the master crafter. Right, I'm gonna dump you in here for right now, and then I will start moving the stuff over. I can't tell you how many times I've done this. I was tempted to do the math. I don't know if I will or not, so I probably shouldn't have said anything. Tempted to do the math to figure out how many things of cement I had to sell in order to buy the Mastercrafter app, or Mastercrafter perk. The truck is completely full. I did it a little bit different. I have all of the cement on the bottom row, and then I have this one, and oops, that one completely filled, and then there's nothing in any of these three except for this one is just got a little bit in it. Otherwise, the rest of these are empty. My mixers are all full and mixing away. I do need to restock some of this later. I have a fair amount of clay, but I have not emptied my clay mixers in a while, and I probably should do that. I have everything I need, however, to go up and... Good. I was a little concerned about the... Oh, shoot. I forgot that was a thing. I shouldn't have messed with it. Coming back down? Nope. I gotta wait for it to go all the way up. Oh well. My mistake. Coming down now. I wonder if I get crushed standing right here. Someday I'm gonna figure it out. Not today, though. Oops. Let's get turned around. Okay, are you in? Good. Let's go all the way up to the top. This is one thing that's really fun about the elevator, is the view is just really neat. Even though we're just inside of a building that isn't even have everything on every floor, it's just a fun experience. Whoa. There we go. Now I went ahead and grabbed my circular saw bench right here, and I moved it all the way over there, and I started doing the building over here because I thought this is going to take a long while, and I don't want it to just be me running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You can see that I moved the log stands that I had up there by the Gaga Ball pit, and I've got my mixer, which are my circular saw bench. I moved it up here thinking it'd be good to have it next to the stairs, but I think what I'm going to do is instead just put it over, or not the stairs. What did I say, stairs? The trees. Putting it up by the trees, since I didn't bring a cart, but I have a cart now, and so I'm just going to move it closer. Anyway, I started building. What I have in mind is sort of like a checkpoint. If you've ever played the Papers, Please, or there's another game, the name it slipped my mind. I've never played it, but I've watched other people play it, where you do a check-in process, and you have to see if somebody's infected or not, and you go through this long process with them. Well, I'm trying to imagine a checkout similar to that. So that's what I had in mind. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Do I have that first one facing the wrong direction? I do. Let's go ahead and grab you. I want you to be on the inside. Let's get up close here. Okay, so this should be 3 by 3. I tried building this before, but when I realized is that it's hard, and I know I've talked about this, it's really hard to build these things. Well, that isn't going to fit, is it? If I put it right there, it's not. These are longer than the foundations, aren't they? I don't know why I never put that together. These barbed wire fences are longer than the foundation. So I either need to have a gap there, or I need to have these overlap. Is that the correct direction? I am going to choose to have them overlap, even though I don't think anything is going to be coming this direction. The idea is I don't want to just do spikes again. I'm tired of doing just spikes everywhere. It's what I've got. You can see them all the way over there. tons and tons of spikes all over the place. So I thought I would try something different. If it doesn't work and it gets tore up and I have to rebuild my base, then it gets tore up and I have to rebuild my base. Not the end of the world. All right, let's grab you. Which way? This way, right? Yeah. At least doing this now is super easy to tell whether it's straight or not. And now in this case, I do want a little gap right here, and I'm going to put a door there. Oh, except for I think the door takes copper, doesn't it? Let's see. So my choices, what I was thinking about was this thing right here. But if I put it right here, I'd spin it around. Which way's... it's hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, if I put it right here, there'll be a little bit of overlap. Yeah. You can see that if you were to come in this direction, the spikes would kind of be overlapping it. I'm not sure that's too big of a deal. I do not like how low that is. I think what I'll do is I will build this. I need a bunch of logs and copper. I forgot about the copper, so I'll get the copper afterwards. But I need to build that thing, and then I'm going to raise it up. Then I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and build some of the walls underneath it and then make them into brick. But I don't know. I could do cement also. Cement's got a higher durability, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's one of the fun things about playing this game. I'm not the most creative person in the world, but I thoroughly enjoy the being able to try stuff and get it to work and see, if you like it or not. Okay, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more of these. Hopefully I've got enough to be able to do 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What am I missing? Iron ingot? Well, fortunately, I got more over here. I actually got a lot over here. Let me just grab a few of them. What? I only needed 3 more, right? I think I knew that. There we go. Okay, let's take this guy and move him to create this barrier right here. Again, not super stoked about having it there so that there'll be a small gap right there. Oh, my dude's thirsty. Fortunately, I got some onion soup. Nice. That puts me up to 119. I make a lot of that onion soup, by the way. I don't do most of it on camera because it's not super interesting, but boy, I make a lot of onion soup. All right, let's try this guy. Is it the correct direction? I can't see the end. Yeah, it is. Perfect. It's a little small, but it'll work. Yeah, let me get you out of the way. Actually, I'm going to use the rest of the iron to finish building that fence. Yeah, that'll work. That looks good. Let's take this guy, rotate him 90 degrees. There we go. And this might be a little trickier. No, I think I got it. No problem. And then one more. Okay. So I need copper and then 4 more logs. Did I not cut down a big enough tree for that? Or did I cut down some log? I must have used some logs for something else. I was thinking I cut down one of these bigger trees, which should have given me 11 out of the 12. All right, we're going to grab all of you. Put that one in there. Is that 12? Yeah, that's 12. And then drop those guys off there. Okay, so now let's work on those lower walls down here. I don't like the idea of it being exposed like that. In a real checkpoint, that won't be, that won't be a thing. Let's start over here. F4 walls. Let's see if the half walls are big enough. Oh, it's not going to let me do that, is it? I want to attach to the top, and I always forget that. I always forget you can't do that. Why am I looking there? Wrong place. No problem. These are really easy to make, so... Unfortunately, I don't have any planks in my inventory. Okay. Did that it not go in? You know, maybe that might be a good, if that wall hides it, maybe it won't be such a big deal. I just really don't like the lower part of the door passing through. I mean, you can imagine that it's flush, but it looks corny to me. Okay, I hope I don't get trapped. More importantly, I hope I don't fall again. Okay, let's load up on planks, which is what I should have done in the first place. Actually, let's get some more logs, throw them in so that it can be making more. I guess this is an added perk to getting this particular circular saw bench as opposed to the electric one. Because if I had the electric one, that'd be a much more difficult experience getting it out here. There we go. Whereas the circular saw bench, I could just move it at will. That's it. I'm out. Wow. I should have got more. Is that now? I was going to say, can I use my trail or my log carrier? But it's still got a bunch of stuff in there, and I don't want to mess with it. Let's just fill this guy up. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right, while we're waiting for that to fill up, let's go back and grab, you know, in hindsight, I could have used these to fill the machine up. That probably would have been faster. Matter of fact, why don't I move the machine in here? Oh, wow. That was easier than I thought. Anyway, while that machine is working, let's grab the rest of this and see if we have enough to finish the railings here. Oh, wow. I was fully expecting that to set that there to be, nope, you've got one left. I mean, you were one short, but instead I got one left. That's fantastic. Okay, let's do that. Now this should be enough that we can get building again. Then I will make a cut and go grab the copper so that we can finish up these doors, which will be super exciting. All right, that's it. So I need 1, 2, 2.5. So 8, 16, 20. 20 more planks and we'll be good to go. There we go. Not quite 20. Because one of these things, each of these fully filled is 20, and that wasn't fully filled. Let me do the backside here so it's a little easier. 8. Okay, so that means I just need 8 more and I'll be done. It's starting to get dark. What time is it? 5 p.m. Let me turn my light on because I know that people watching on small screens, it's going to be darker, but I wonder if it's getting ready to rain in game. I don't know if you can also hear the lightning and the rain at my house. My mic might be picking it up, but it's raining pretty hard where I'm at. I just picked up too many planks. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to grab exactly 8. There it is. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I like it. So what I'm going to do is run and grab 4 ingots of copper, and then I'm going to grab, a bunch of bricks. Tell me that was the perfect amount. That was the perfect amount. That worked out really, really well. That's fantastic. So let's see. Before I do that, yeah, I've got my upgrade tool on me still. I always forget how much it takes to upgrade this. We're going to upgrade it to brick, I think. What color brick? Let's go with the dark brick. Anyway, it takes 10 bricks to do it. I've got 9, so I need 90 bricks, which is not bad because I think I can even carry, well, no, I can't. I was going to say I think I can even carry that in my inventory, but I don't think that I actually can do that. That's crazy talk right there. All right, we are back. It is almost 9 p.m. You know, one thing leads to another, and then you're doing something else, and then you gotta whatever. You know, ended up going back and getting some more bacon and eating some more onion soup and whatever, you know. I got distracted by time, but the good news is, or got distracted with other stuff. Good news is I've got a lot more supplies and I should be able to go. All right, we're going to move this thing and try and raise it up. I thought I would be okay because I like the height of this thing being just above the barbed wire. But the problem is I just don't like these handles being this low. So let's try and move this thing here, and then we'll move it back. We'll rotate it the correct direction. Okay, let's bring it close enough till it pops in. And then press X, and then come up. Am I centered? I think I'm centered. There, that's much better. I wonder if there's a way to cover that gap. Not that a Zambi's or a Vambi's going to get up there, but I don't know. I'd love to be able to cover that little gap a bit. But anyway, that's what it looks like. So now it's time to put the second tier of defense in here, which is going to be a bit cumbersome, and I won't record it all, but basically we've got our first layer of barbed wire fences. Next, we're going to put our second layer of barbed wire fences. Actually, let me do this before I forget. I'm going to unload. I'm going to load some of this. Then I'm going to unload this. Then I'm going to be seriously overweight until I get rid of it. Maybe that wasn't the best choice. So I ended up having to cut a lot of this out. The video was getting, when I started doing some of my editing, the video was getting really, really long. And so I just needed to cut stuff out. So let me just show you what the final product was over here. I have a double barbed wire fence system that comes all the way to the edge right here. Maybe a super aggressive Zambi might be able to come in there. I don't think so. Vambi, excuse me. I don't think it's going to happen. But it went far enough. I've got my double layer defense. I can go in there should I need to and pull out my spear and start poking. Otherwise, I have the double defenses. We'll see if this works with without having any spikes. And if it does, then I may do this in other location. If not, I'll just stick the spikes in between the first row and the second row. I don't need my upgrade hammer. But there, I kind of like it. I think it looks good. I may end up building more on this later. I'm unsure. Oh, Mike, don't tell me you came over here with a bunch of logs. That was bizarre because those were all filled up. I don't know what he was doing. Oh well, let's go and take a quick trip and see how our advanced mixers are going, because it's been a while. I've let them run, you know, while I've been working on that thing. I can't remember if I emptied it once or not. I forget, because you know, when I sit down to do a recording, if it's a 45-minute video, I don't know, it's probably taking me 3, maybe 4 hours worth of actual gameplay to do it. So, I don't know. I forget where I'm at in the whole process, so forgive me. Getting close. I need to extend this, or I need to finish the extension there. All right. I think, nope. So I'm up to about there, and this is what I've got. Okay. I heard something, but I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Yeah, go away, wolf. Oh, I don't have a door here, do I? Can't believe I don't put a door right here. Okay, I think we're okay. I think what I'm going to do is just run the play the game without recording, because this is not enough cement, and I really want to go buy the crafter perk today, and I just don't have enough cement to do it. So we're going to just let this run. It has finally happened. I finally have a truckload full of cement. I came here and I'm watching out for zombies. I've killed 3 of them. There's usually a 4th one for some reason in this particular location, so I'm a little nervous about it. But let me show you where I'm at. I have got 21,320 gold. I'm going to start moving this stuff over and start selling it, because I know that it's going to take me a long time to get all of this done. So I will show you where when I'm done. I'm not going to take the time to do it all on camera, because it would just be super tedious. But I just want to show you that I'm here, and I will be selling the cement really soon. And if I've done my math correct, we'll be able to buy the Master Crafter perk. Pretty excited about this. I am excited that this is finally happened. So excited that I'm hitting wrong buttons. There we go. I have the last of my cement in my inventory right there, almost fully filled up, and we're sitting at 24,656, which means I need 344 left, which should not be a problem. Hello, I'm glad you love an endless supply of cement because I got you covered. Look at that, 504, 20,000, one or 25,160 coins. Buy. Are we ready? Mastercrafter perk purchased. I love it. I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm down to 160 coins. It's been so long since I've been that low. That is fantastic. All right. Now, let's see. What does it take to make, or where's it located? It's been so long since you've been able to manufacture these things. I wonder if it's under recipes. Oh, no, that's not it. This is the book I was looking for. Itempedia. Let's go down here. Oh, this is probably really hard for you to see. If it is, I will go back and do it again under better light. I don't see it here. Under item. It's not weapon material? I don't know where this is. Let's go back in here. No, it shouldn't be placeable, right? Yeah, it's got to be under Itempedia. I'm just missing it. All right, let us do this. I'm going to turn this light off, and then in post-production, I am going to brighten it up so you guys can all see. Oh, it's right there. I got it. Electrical part that takes 1 copper, 1 cobalt, and 1 plastic. I'm glad I've been hoarding plastic. I've got a lot of it. And then mechanical parts is 1 iron ingots. That's super familiar. It's been such a long time since I've done that, or since I've had to buy, sorry, I'm kind of caught up in the moment here. It's been such a long time since I've been able to make these things that it's kind of nostalgic to see that again. That's really, really cool. That is super excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let's look at a couple more things. I have 900 more gold minus this. I can get iron stomach and energy boost, which will be cool. I didn't mean to hit that button. $200 more to get the rest of this. As a matter of fact, I could probably just buy that now. And then this is a bit more. 2,500, 3,000, 3,750. So I'll keep making more cement, a little more low key from here on out, just so that I can start building these, so that I can get these things, just to be able to complete it. I don't know that I'll ever use the gas generator. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't typically use it. And as I've said, I've got a lot of power now. But now that I can make these mechanical and electrical parts, I'm going to start ramping it up because I really want to hit some major goals for electrical production and electrical consumption, which means I'm going to spend a lot of time mining for lead in my very near future. Anyway, I'm very excited. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to buy these things. I don't know what painting bee is, but I'm down to $10 and that's all I got left. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you guys for watching to the very end. Thank you guys for being part of this. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this type of content and have not done so already, please consider please consider subscribing for more. Thank you. Have a good day. And remember, game on.